Hey, this is the World Advice Channel. What I want to talk about today is the topic of will Trump's war with Iran reach a nuclear skill? So for this video, I'm going to explain in a simple and straightforward way the question of will America actually have a full-out war with Iran versus the fighting skirmish that they're experiencing right now. Like, will they actually have to launch a full-scale military invasion with soldiers on the ground in Iran for this situation? So if you want to find out if they will or not, then watch the video. Non-internet, let's get started. So when it comes down to it, straight up, I don't believe it. Now, the reason why I say that, even as someone is really looked on the fact that the world is essentially globalized. It's just those were just the guerrilla fighters. Those were, in other words, they were not very organized fighters. Iran has a pretty decent military, so, which of course is getting better, but the truth of the matter is, if you have a pretty decent military, that is still has tens over, I think, tens of millions of people. Not to get on top of that, they're very dominant brain at that as well. It's obviously going to show you that, yeah, this is not going to turn out a good war for America. They're going to lose a lot of even aside from that, they would obviously shit as well as more stuff for that. They would obviously, it would obviously create a crisis in the world. Everything from it politically, economically, specifically economically, which would the world in a shitty state. Besides, look at it because there's skirmishes right now. It's really clear on the ground that in a lot of parts of the world, anywhere from some time ago to now, they're having a ration of oil. Okay, with the Suez Canal, which is what Iran has lost because of Trump's tax. Okay, the truth of the matter is, that is very important to the world. From my opinion, skipping forward to the world is one of the issues. If they close that now, it will literally put the world in a crisis. Like, oh, this is what this guy's like. No, it will be a crisis. A crisis. That is what would happen if they war would obviously Trump, obviously would want all they care about is money and all that stuff. They want to put the world in a crisis that freaking bad, and have their investment buddies, that they work on strong, and all that kind of stuff. So obviously, it's just like it's all fine. Yeah, like anything, it's all hype, it's all this, it's all that. Everybody's too freaking scared to actually do something. You know, and Trump in general is one of those types of people who talks a lot. He likes to put fear into people, but when shit gets real, he's the first one to actually back off. He's a bully, and he likes to pick on people. But when people are showing that no, we're not fucking wrong, we're actually stand up, he backs up. It's like actually backing down. Like he's actually like he wanted to unite the first day and wasn't actually joking. It was actually you know, I believe it was actually. It was some one of those I believe it was okay. Or something. And the people were not happy. And so he didn't back off and bring it up. You know, and there's a few of them that people actually not now. They're actually not he always backs down. You know, he's a fucking he's like I'm just trying to put you and it's the fear of I'm not backing eventually I know you know settle down okay? And that's honestly so and honestly that's the truth of the matter to be quite blunt and honest with you I don't think he's actually gonna do it or like nowadays all the things because you know if they would actually do it would be a really bad okay? Especially when you take in consideration a lot of these people, of which Trump, of course, are his associates and stuff. You know, all of these are money hungry, fame desperate people. You know, and just in general, the modern world is just extremely spoiled people. You think people can live in a world like that, like it's in the movies? You think people, these rich people specifically, I'm referring to, that Trump has in his inner circle, you know, in honesty, could live like how it's like in the movies where there's riots everywhere. You know, people are looting everything because there's not enough food around. There's chaos. There's not enough oil to go around. You know, the internet is pretty much shutting on and off because of the crisis, you know, for one reason or another. You know, these people are attention whores. They want attention, they want fame, they want people to know who they are, they want money. You think they can handle living life like that? And even in situations like that, rich people have to settle down with less good quality food, less travel, all that stuff. You think they can handle that too? That's what I'm trying to say. Now, like I said, anything is possible, you know, but the idea that there would actually be a full blown crisis, I think, is unlikely. Trump is just doing what he normally does. He talks a lot and he creates a lot of fear in people, but I highly doubt he's actually going to make this a full scale war with Iran. The situation that he's doing with them, because the stakes would just be, you know, or in other words, the results would just be disastrous, and that's the truth. So anyway, if you want to know what I believe would most likely happen with this war with Iran, I hope I answer your question. And simply put it, just remember if you like this video and videos like this, remember to thumbs video up and hit the subscribe button. And this is all I have to say. And simply put, I'm out. So bye.